All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Roha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the full elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening on to the truth with our sincerity. And may the blessing be upon the houses. All right, as you can see off of what's on the screen right now. All right, the topic of this lesson, all right, is pretty much going to be on these SNAP benefits, man. All right, major famine is hitting these people and getting ready to hit these people, man. Right. The title of this article right here says some SNAP recipients say they have to choose between rent and food amid halt in benefits. Right, so they got to choose between having a roof over their head or being able to put food into their bellies, man. Okay. And as we are, in the holiday season, man. Hey, and also a quick side note, man. Hey, the Lord operates beautifully, man. All right. Because the Lord had this happening, had this happen as we are, these Babylonians are entering into, this holiday season, man, where they have the Thanksgivings, where they have, the Christmases and so forth, the Black Fridays, all these different, holidays that these people love to celebrate in this place, man. And it goes to show you that the Lord is taking away that mirth from these people, man. All right, because around this time, that's when you see people, be in that jolly go spirit, man. Right, it be so happy, excited, to do all these things and to get all this food and so forth, man. But it's getting wiped away, man. Right, that luxury, that mirth, that smile on these people's faces is being wiped away, man. Slowly but surely, especially around this time. All right. And this is a real short article. It's a quick read. I'm going to read it real quick. It reads, over the last week, Martina Santos says she feels like she's been living a nightmare. The 67-year-old from Bronx, New York is one of nearly 42 million Americans who saw their supplemental nutrition assistance program, right, aka the SNAP, benefits lapse on November the 1st. Although the U.S. Department of Agriculture said it would partially fund the program using emergency funds, officials said it could take a few weeks to up to several months. Additionally, President Donald Trump said on Tuesday that no benefits will be distributed until the government reopens. All right, and these people, they don't know what to do, man. Right, I did a lesson on this not too long ago. Right, you're seeing people that's stealing, all right, from the stores. All right, you're seeing looting happening. All right, due to these SNAP benefits being taken away, man, and we're about to be seeing these people in uproar, man. Especially as we are close to Thanksgiving, close to the Christmases, close to these holidays, man. You know, these people are gonna be bugging out here, man. All right, and the Wadi how about Shemal Shah for letting this go down in this place, man. All right, because these people need a rude awakening, man. That smile and that mirth on these Babylonians need to be taken away, man. All right, because once food is taken away from people, all right, once the access to food, right, the means to get food is taken away from people, you see people act very irrational, very barbaric, right? That depression kicks in, right? That animalistic tendencies kick in, man. All right. Once that food is taken away, food is one of the most popular luxuries in Babylon, man. Right? Microwave society where these people are highly gluttonous, man. Where they're so used to having easy access to food. But now that that's being stripped away by these SNAP benefits, all right, being lapsed, all right, being halted, and so forth, man. All right. Let me grab this real quick, man. This is First Thessalonians the fifth chapter, verse 3, and it reads, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right? These people are in that peace and safety spirit, man. Some people are still in that peace and safety spirit, man. Right? But yet do they know sudden destruction is coming, man. Destruction is near. Destruction is nigh, man. All right. Famine is about to be a reality in this place, man. When you look at these movies like Book of Eli, right? These end of the world movies, these apocalyptic scenario type movies, man. It really gives you a glimpse into the mindset of these people when food is stripped away. All right. When food is taken away, it shows you, the mindset of these people. Okay. All right. These people will not know will not know how to react. All right. These people will not know how to react. All right. Once it's stripped away from them, man. All right. I want to read a little bit more on this. All right. And it reads the uncertainty of if or when SNAP benefits will be funded is leaving many Americans like Santos wondering whether she is going to pay rent, pay her bills, or buy food. Right. So now these people are in the mindset, right, where now they have to say, right, they had to say, right, they got to think now, do I need to eat? Do I need to have a roof over my head? You know, do I need to pay for this, pay for that? You know, it's showing you that comfort is being taken away, man. It's showing you that collapse, right? That collapse, that chaos is very near, right? Society is one meal away from being utterly in chaos, man. Right? This place is being held together by a very, very, very thin string. Okay. Right? And these people are really about to feel the wrath of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right. And matter of fact, all right, that's really all I want to get on this. Let me get this real quick. Right. Sirach the 39th chapter verse 39th chapter verse 29. Right. It reads, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, man. Right? So when that famine hits this place, man, when people aren't able to get food, when these stores are empty, man, right? That is all the will and doing of Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. All right. Food has to be stripped away from these people, man. All right. It has to be, man. Because these people are in a fairy tale, man. They're living in a fairy tale. Okay. And I got this too. Right? Right? I just typed in SNAP food shortage, right? Disregard the typo, right? And it reads, right? This is from the AI overview. It reads, right? One of them I want to get right here, right? It says increased demand. It says food banks and pantries are experiencing a surge in demand as families who depend on SNAP struggle to find food. Right. So all these, places that give away food for free, these food banks and so forth, these different organizations and so forth that's, giving away food, right, are experiencing shortages, man, experiencing a high demand because a lot of people that aren't able to get food from these SNAP benefits are having to now go to these different food banks, go to these different organizations that do these food drives and so forth, man. And they're not able to keep up with it, man. All right, they don't have enough to satisfy the demand. Okay, and you see predominantly Jake being affected by this, man. And also this goes back to the curses, right? I'm gonna get it. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It reads, "Thou shalt serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in wants of all things." Right? Jake already go to these devils for the want of all things, man. Right? Jake is relying on Daddy Esau for food, for these government assistance, man. A lot of Jake is getting these benefits, man. Right? So they're relying a lot on these government programs, these government assistances. And these things are being wiped away, stripped away, right? Through the sparing power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. And it's perfect timing, beautiful timing that this happened, man. This place needed to get hit with something like this, man. To really, rock these people, man. All right, because they're so at ease, so at comfort in this place, man. All right. This is Second Ezra, 6th chapter, verse 22. And it reads, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty." And that's exactly, what's happening in this place, man. You know, A lot of these stores, a lot of these grocery stores, a lot of these food banks, they're not going to be able to supply the high demand or the lack thereof to support or to feed these people, man. So what is that going to lead to? It's going to lead to uproars. It's going to lead to looting. It's going to lead to increased theft rates. It's going to lead to increased crime rates, murders. People going to be bugging out, man. And we're just seeing the preliminary, of this effect in this place, man. This is these people are just now being, affected, so to say, right? So imagine as this continues on a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, however long, as the time prolongs and it, and it keeps going on longer and longer and longer, you're gonna see these people become more and more desperate, more and more barbaric, right? Acting more and more irrational. You're gonna see high distress amongst these people, man. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if you see people crashing out on Thanksgiving. You see people crashing out on Christmas. People crashing out throughout these final months of this year, man. You know, as long as this thing continue to prolongs, man. Because without food, people bug out, right? And I want to get this too. GPT real quick. Right, how right? How does a society react to lack of food or access to food, right? Right, and it says individual and household level, right? Coping strategies. People reduce food intake. They switch to cheaper or low quality foods. Families may sell assets, take on debt, or migrate, right? Move, right? Parents prioritizing feeding their children, right? Health impacts, right? Malnutrition, right? So how you be seeing them them videos where they be like feed them Hamites, a penny a day, $1 a day, however much it is, man, right? Malnutrition, right? Higher disease vulnerability, mental issues, stress, depression, anxiety, right? Uh, what else it says here? It says community and social reaction, right? Mutual aid sharing communities may share resources, break down social norms. Continuing on, right? It says government responses, right? Government might implement price controls, food rationing, and subsidies, right? Right? And we were seeing a kind of a little bit of a precursor to that during the C-19, right? They were doing, the rationing, right? Or you could get only one carton of egg, one gallon of milk, or this amount of one loaf of bread, whatever the case may be, man. Right? And right here it says what? Food riots, protests, right? Uproars of the people, man. Right? And it shows you some examples, right? Some historical examples of when this happened, right? Right? What else? Right? That's pretty much the point, but it goes to show you how ultimately, right, the society will collapse, right, when food is stripped away. And that is a tactic that you see in war, right? In war, right, an enemy may try to halt or stop the other the other opposition from getting valuable resources as water, food, things to keep the soldiers from going, man, right? So they're basically defeating them or killing them by stripping away their food, man, weakening them, man, right? And people get desperate, man. A desperate person is a dangerous person. And a lot of these people in Babylon are getting ready to be very desperate. Also, showing you how it's going to also segue into cannibalism, segue into eating all types of wild things, man. Right? These people are really getting ready to bug out in this place, man. We're seeing the precursor to this, man. We're seeing the stage being set for major famine, major shortages, rationing, and uproars of the people, man. All right, it's about to get real barbaric in this place. Right? This is Job, the 5th chapter, verse 20. And reads, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Right? So us, right? Those that believe in Yahweh Shem Al Shai, serving Yahweh Shem Al Shai, that believes in these scriptures, that's doing everything that we can possibly do to be found pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, we're going to be kept in that time. We're going to be redeemed in that time. We're not going to be going through the same thing as these other people are going through, man. The Lord is going to have his hedge of protection over his servants, right? That's why I always say, if you like to eat, if you like to drink water, whatever the case may be, it would behoove you to serve Yahweh Shem Al Shai, because his servants are the ones that's going to be well kept in these terrible times that is getting ready to hit this place, man. We're seeing a lot of people being affected already and bugging out, and it's about to increase. All right, because the people that's on the SNAP benefits, people that's getting these government assistances, man, once they start bugging out and looting and stealing and doing all these things, it's gonna also segue to affecting the people that is not on these government assistances, man. All right, it's gonna affect the whole society as a whole, and that's what people fail to realize or to see. Right, this is major things that is happening right now, man, and a lot of people aren't even batting an eye at it, man. A lot of people aren't even paying attention at it, man. But it's about to get to a point where it's gonna be knocking at their front door, man. Just like when all hell is breaking loose in these different countries throughout the four corners of the world, people pay no mind to it, man. These Babylonians pay no mind to it, man. Major wars and famines are striking these other nations, man. Right? But these Babylonians are so drunk off that Babylonian wine to believe that these things will never be a reality for them, man. That's the illusion of Babylon America, man. But yet they know it's about to be a reality for them too. Right? These Babylonians are coming to a rude awakening. All right. Close out with this, right? Isaiah 55:6. Right? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. It is very crucial to seek Yahweh Shem Al Shai, to get right with Yahweh Shem Al Shai before it's too late, man. Right? While the doors of repentance is still open, while you're still able to get onto the spiritual ark, man. Because look at the days of Noah, right? They were scoffing at Noah, man, until the Lord opened up the heavens and all that water came flowing through. So it would behoove you to get on board of that spiritual ark and get right with the Lord before it's too late. Before all hell completely breaks loose in this place, man. Before shit hits the fan. And a lot of people in this place, a lot of these scoffers, a lot of 2/3 and the wicked, right, and so forth, man, they're gonna be caught outside of the spiritual ark before the utter destruction truly comes and falls, and the judgments that the Lord is getting ready to unleash falls upon this place, man. But we are seeing the precursors. We're seeing the signs to let us know it's about to go down. So get right, repent while you still can. All right. I'm going to close it out with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of Israel. With that being said, I don't give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Well. Peace, blessing, salutations to the elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening on to this truth with our sincerity. Until next time, Shalom, and a ball, Kwame Sharala, Shalom.